I ain't gonna lie. I've been holding a lot of shit in lately. Man, I just had like a 3.5 hour cry.
What do I owe the pleasure? What do I owe the pleasure? Last time we been together, she washed your car for you. We wash your car with no shame in our hustle. When you got them getting into that wash, and you know that tip gonna be good like goddamn. Y'all better start buying this slippery soap.
The streets are buzzing, and nobody saw this coming. 50 Cent just released some tapes that have Rick Ross looking like he's losing his mind. This isn't your average hip-hop beef anymore. These leaked tapes involving Ross and Diddy have everyone talking. When you hear what's on them, you'll understand why Ross is ready to flip the whole industry upside down. The way 50 played his card.
Just like New York, just like Mount Vernon, New York City, Mount Vernon, and Miami, all that is the same, bro. Nobody wants to be near him. Nobody wants to touch what he touched, be where he at. You understand? It's crazy, bro, how his fall from grace, which was never from grace. It's just like the devil just kicked him out of hell, because he was never in nothing graceful and did anything graceful. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you say about, okay, he did the music, he had the bad boy legacy and everything like that, man. But, you know, a few albums, a few people, you know, made to be famous, but they not here to tell their story. Black Rob, Biggie, Craig Mack. They not here to tell their story, bro. And now you got everybody telling his story.
Yeah, and I know 50, he did a recent interview with US Weekly saying that the reason why rappers are quiet about, you know, Diddy's situation is because they've been to his parties and they don't know what got caught on tape.
Bro, those people who was caught at Diddy party did not know that he had 250 tape recorders.
Legendary. 2. Let me tell you, 50 Cent has been playing the longest game in hip-hop history. Back in 2009, when Ross came at him with that Officer Ricky stuff, most thought it was just another rap feud. But 50, he was playing the long game, while Ross thought he was winning. With flashy posts about Wingstop, money, and cars, 50 was quietly watching and gathering ammunition. Fast forward, Ross is all over social media, promoting business moves and feeling untouchable. That's when 50 struck. If you've been following 50's Instagram the week before, you'd have seen the clues. Cryptic posts like, tick, tick, tick. Then out of nowhere, 50 dropped the first tape. No build-up, no warning.
They took, that the feds found. So now with them finding all that and you being at a Diddy party, you know you may have done something that was caught on one of those tapes. You just better pray to God that they don't recognize you. Those people who know that they did something, no, they're not going to speak out. They're not going to say nothing. What part of the game is that? They are not going to come forward and tell on themselves. Nah, not at all. Ice Cube, he said it himself, bro. He said that Diddy's been targeted because of what he said about those folks and those people. Now, the people who was on those tapes may feel like Diddy might be targeting them. Because if he's asked about who is this, who is that, and he's under oath with the federal government, he got to tell them. He's not going to plead the fifth.
Yeah, I know that got to be a terrible feeling, man. You know you did something wrong at Diddy party, and you hoping and praying that it's not caught on tape.
But they don't think they did nothing wrong. That's their lifestyle. That's their lifestyle, bro. I ask guys all the time, if two men lay down, how many homos get up? What you mean? I mean what I mean. It's what it is.
The reactions were instant. Industry execs called emergency meetings. PR teams scrambled. Everyone connected to Ross or Diddy went silent. This wasn't about diss tracks or old messages. 50 had been waiting years to bring Ross down at his peak. Ross reportedly found out during a business meeting, thinking it was just another joke. But when he saw the footage, everything changed. Word is 50 has more tapes. And the first one? Just the beginning. It's like 50 crafted a revenge movie. With Ross...
Somebody in this story of things that seems more reliable than others, Race, is what I'll say it, just to protect my sources. But this source informed me of who these A-list celebrities are on these tapes that are being allegedly auctioned off online and through the networks. And it's put me in a little bit of a bind because I like to be fully transparent with the audience. I want to say things, but I also realize from what I'm told, because again, I haven't seen them directly yet. I haven't. And I don't know if I want to. Race, I want your advice on that too. But the problem I have is just like, typically I want to report these things, but I got to be careful legally, ethically, morally as to what we report on here. Because as Ariel, the lawyer here, did admit, and I can attest based on the information I got from a separate reliable source, people in these videos don't know they're being videotaped. That's a big issue, Race, right? Let's start out right there. If there are people on these tapes that don't know that they were being filmed, is that okay to talk about and to share?
For years, Ross denied doing business with certain people, but these tapes don't lie. 50 dropped footage of Ross in private settings, acting close with folks he claimed he never knew. One clip even shows Ross casually bragging about deals he's denied for years. The revelations tie into old rumors about Ross's early days in the industry. Now, people are seeing a completely different picture. This isn't just...
I have a big problem with that, as do you, Andy, and you tend to be an ethical guy and you're taking the high ground here. Notwithstanding the fact that you may have some significant information and reliable information, but the reality is that, look, I mean, if people were recorded non-consensually and you're the one to identify them, I think that's a problem, right? And I think anytime anyone has content, right, this is not an email, this is not a text message, this is video. Right. And there's specific statutes without using specific language I don't want to get into, but everybody knows what we're talking about here.
It's Diddy with this person. I'll say that. It's Diddy with this person. Actually, yes.
Yeah, and see, the problem is, again, like non-consensually recorded, you've got a victim here who may not want to be publicly identified. That's the problem. That's the problem. And they have a right to proceed if they want to, whether it's criminally or civilly, without being identified, because we know what's going to happen. As soon as they identify themselves, there's going to be a bunch of people that come out of the woodwork who are going to unequivocally harass them and claim that didn't happen and they're making stuff up. And there's the victims that we want to protect here. And that's significant.
Well, it's interesting because here's why I wanted to have this conversation, because I know a lot of you are like, Andy, just say it. No, I'm not.
It's all out war. One industry insider said, watching the tapes was like seeing someone's career unravel in real time. Ross's label reportedly held emergency meetings, unsure how many more bombs 50 might drop. This couldn't have come at a worse time for Ross, who's expanding his business empire, or for Diddy, who's dealing with his own drama. 50's sitting on more footage. The tension in the industry is at an all-time high. Every denial Ross makes, met with another clip, making it almost impossible.
Why we're not saying it, and why I think others haven't yet said it, Raised, because, again, legally, ethically, morally, it's just not right. Now, there's an argument I've had with people who are like, well, they knew what they were doing with Diddy. Like these were consensual acts. Like they knew, and he filmed other times. So I don't know what the big deal is. It's gonna come out. It's gonna come out is what I keep hearing from other reliable sources. It may, guys, it may come out, but it's not gonna come out via me. That's just to warn you all, because I don't think it's wise for us to put out something like you just can.
We're not saying it, but you already know why. 6. Ross's response was explosive. Early one morning, he went live on Instagram, pacing, ranting, and making threats. His team tried to intervene, but Ross wasn't listening. He even started sharing personal addresses and exposing industry secrets, alienating himself further. As his social media accounts got restricted, Ross kept making burner accounts, escalating the situation. Business partners distanced themselves.
Baby oil that they took 1,000 bottles away from his house. If the government took 1,000 bottles of baby oil and somebody had things what appeared to be baby oil, and then you have to listen to the prosecutor. He said that they seized 1,000 bottles what allegedly to be baby oil. Allegedly to be baby oil. So that's telling people that it wasn't baby oil. And people think that that was baby oil, they out their mind. I don't believe it was baby oil. Yo, bro, when they went up in there, they knew what they was gonna find. They knew what was ever in that baby oil or that those bottles that appeared to be baby oil, they knew about that at first. You gotta realize 9 times out of 10, that individual that got caught at the airport, that was supposed to be their carrier, told them what they was doing and what they had. I wouldn't put him past that he told them everything. So when they went up in there, they knew they had to take whatever was out there, and that thing that appeared to be baby oil, they took that. They got to test every last one of them. Let's see how much, let's see how many of those come back to be baby oil. Bro, listen to me. Costco don't sell that much baby oil. Where you know sell that much baby oil?
Yeah, I don't know any store that sell that much baby oil. I know Costco, they came out and said that they don't even sell baby oil.
My sentiments exactly.
But you personally, right, what do you believe was in the baby oil?
If you ever seen a massage parlor being raided and they walking out the people, do they take the massage oil with them when they go? No, they just walk out the people who are.
Operation Save Ross was set in motion. His team tried to have the tapes removed, but failed. He reportedly offered huge sums to track down who helped 50. Meanwhile, Ross began dragging other artists into the drama, exposing secrets that made it hard for anyone to support him. The industry split into factions. Some sided with 50, adding their own stories. Others tried to defend Ross. But as his behavior became more erratic, even his clothes...
In the brothel houses? No, they don't. They take the individuals who are being arrested out the brothel houses. For them to take 1,000 bottles of baby oil, it's like that they did not leave one. They left people there, but they ain't leave not one bottle. Nobody needed no baby oil. So my whole thing about it is that there was something in that other than baby oil. That's why they took all the bottles. And 9 times out of 10, if I would give it a wild guess, it was, and like some of the people told me, it was probably that GHB.
What's that?
I think it's gamma hydrox. I looked it up, bro. Let me see. See if I can find it. I know this is just showing everything like that, but oh no. Yo, somebody tap dance or sing or do something, you know what I'm saying, while I'm doing this. Oh, here it go right here. It's gamma hydroxy butyric. What is it effect on the body? It's a euphoria, drowsiness, decreased anxiety, and memory impairment. It works on the nervous system and gives you this feeling of euphoria. So they take that and rubbed it on her, and you forget who you are, what you're doing. It can also give you memory loss, drowsiness, and that's under the DEA, the Drug Enforcement Administration.